When you got dreams closer than a match, and plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touch.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And let's take a look at the Bears offense.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they've got the 2nd straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43.
Ready?
They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down. Here now the starters defensively for the Vikings. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Check three.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game.
Back to throw now on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. Kyler Murray, a first-quarter touchdown pass in that one. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Hit it. 52 by 52. Oh, here we go. Oh. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Break. 52 by 52. Hey. Ready? There.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Here we go.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And now out comes Minnesota. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Give to Cook out of the gun. And now look at him go. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 79 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by Hollister. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On second down, Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
57's the mark. Watch 57.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to the ground, Cook. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter with Cook. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd down, Slade. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Keep playing hard.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. 3 butt. I'll go. Fire.
They'll run on 1st down. Slade working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
30 base.
2nd and 3. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And now he'll tuck, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Out to his left. He may try and run for this. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
On the ready.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on. He don't want it. Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. He'll look to throw.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. The open man is Westbrook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. On first down, Slade. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
90 wolf.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And they have had success on the ground, really as a team, doing well carrying the football. So maybe a little less pressure on his shoulders as the quarterback.
Any pressure he's carrying right now, that's self-inflicted, right? He's taking it on. He doesn't need to. Continue to do what you just said. Let everyone else carry the football. That's been effective. Don't have to worry about him throwing the ball in all the situations now. That's got to be a good feeling if he just relaxes and lets it keep coming to him.
Yeah, and relax and enjoy the second quarter lead right now.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start by zooming out to Santa Clara. Arizona in town to face San Francisco, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Dak Prescott, terrific in the win, and a much-needed win at that, as it is indeed their first on the year. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Mike Evans, a touchdown catch in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer,
the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They run it again with Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They're going to look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. 2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
The outlaw.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
94.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, crouch,
On the ground, it's Montgomery. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
What's tight end?
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now out comes Minnesota. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. And this one complete to Smith. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
Yeah, if you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Here's Logan Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a run with Montgomery. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First down, a run with Cohen. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Ready? 50, plant. 52 right here. 52. Don't get nervous. Put up. Shoot.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Tressway now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Quick update from Levi's Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Kyler Murray, a couple of touchdown passes thus far. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Cut. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Get it.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Encroachment defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Come on, set. H.E. Gator. Ricky. Shoot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete. Smith has it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bears take over. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run. Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Vikings on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Bears on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. He'll drop to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards into Chicago first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. Cook. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A good pickup. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And he will find his man on the outside. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them. and continue to get better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Vikings, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games.